We recently replayed the support only challenge because of the release of the Beast Handler, and now we're redoing primary only because the Boomerang Paragon now gives buffs to primary towers, so that may help us out in getting a bit further. Last time we also played on Resort with Geraldo, and we made it to round 200, but that round could not be beaten. I tried many times using Geraldo's Rejuve potions and also selling and rebuying the Plasma Monkey fan club for 100% uptime. We managed to pop the bad but not to survive the round, so this little change may make the important difference. To start the game, we'll do the same thing as last time, center the defense around Boomerang Monkeys to make sure they get all the pops they need for a degree 76 Paragon. The beginning of the game is pretty chill, just place 3 boomerangs and start working on getting one of each tier 5. You can use the turbocharge ability for camo detection if you have the monkey knowledge, otherwise you can spend a few dollars on an invisibility potion from Geraldo. I usually get the Glaive Lord as my first tier 5, since the orbiting glaives can see camo, so you won't have to worry about that for a while. And then, after getting each tier 5, we spam 042 turbocharges and time their abilities to survive as long as possible to get as much money as we can from eventually selling the action figure. On round 140, we need to use both of Geraldo's Rejuve potions to be able to take down the fortified bad. And this time we managed to sell the Quincy action figure at around 151 instead of 145 like last time, so that gave us another 54k to work with. But the thing is that you can't use that money for much. Most of the towers you can get are pretty useless once you've gotten all the important tier 5s. Once we had reached round 200, we did have a better setup than last time, but not by much, despite the fact that this time I had about 90k to spare. This time we just barely managed to beat round 200, without even needing to sell and rebuy our Plasma Monkey fan club. To pop it like this, we need to take advantage of the bouncing glaives, timing our abilities so that the Paragon always has something within its range that the projectiles can bounce off of to hit the second bad. We ended up popping the bad right before the exit and using our Super Glue, Paragon and Moab Domination to knock back the insides. But sadly, I must inform you that this run met the same fate as the replay we did on support only. That being, we lost on the very next round. That's right, despite having 90k to spare this time, there was nothing we could do against this round. Of course, rounds at this point are random, so maybe we just got unlucky. But it's pretty insane how fast you can go from being okay to being totally stuck. I try to use my 90k in many different ways in combination with selling and rebuying, but we never really came too close. But we're not giving up on this challenge just yet. I decided I wanted to try this challenge with the same hero that we used in the other ones, Isili. Using her, we won't be able to afford a Paragon, but she will be super useful against the bads. This time we will get mostly the same towers, except we'll get a few more tier 5s since we won't spend nearly 300k on a Paragon. Also, the defense will focus mostly on permastalling everything that is not a bad, and then Isili and a few damage dealing towers like the Plasma Monkey fan club can focus on taking down the bads. Now, did this setup make it further than using Geraldo? Yeah, quite a bit, but I'm gonna be honest, it was super boring. This strategy took forever because of the permastalling and lack of raw damage output. Doing this challenge with Geraldo on the other hand was a lot of fun, especially on this map. It's almost like it was made for it, a 10 out of 10 late game challenge. But despite Isili's strat being very boring, I had to finish it to see how far it could go. We can't sell and rebuy Isili for her Hex ability in this challenge because of the lack of money. Selling her the first time will give nearly no money back since she got her levels naturally, so we can't even do it once. So the only trick we have up our sleeves is really the constant uptime of the Plasma Monkey fan club, but that will only get us so far. We ended up reaching around 220 before giving up, which is quite a bit further than with Geraldo. So overall I'm pretty happy. We managed to beat the tough round 200 that we struggled with so much last time when we were so close. So it's pretty nice to have beaten that with Geraldo. And also, we used the Isili to push it as far as we could, so I'm satisfied. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.